カーディ海賊のビデオ見えちゃった？
なんでわかるんだ？
この毒が大好物。いただきます。
Card Kaizoku.
This video is brought to you by Adakai TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code CARDKaizoku for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. Discover Western OP10 lists and Eastern OP11 lists on gumgum.gg. Updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Alright, here is my Doflamingo family Purple Luffy deck. Right, it's a concept that's been floating around since OP10, so I wanted to try it out myself. So I built the deck around either going first or second, it doesn't matter. You have a good curve either way. So I like that, right? The flexibility of being able to play an 8-drop or a 9-drop, depending on if you're going first or second. I like that flexibility over the traditional Luffy Taro Purple Luffy build. I'll go over the curve too, so you guys can see why. And yeah, this deck, I don't know if it's better than the Luffy Taro build, but it does play more consistently, I feel like. It's first and second, like win rate discrepancy isn't as high. But I do have to admit, I prefer playing Straw Hats just because I like the characters more. But yeah, this deck is like nothing to scoff at. If you wanted to buy the deck yourself, cheapest version of every card is $332 total for this entire deck. Most of the cost being Mr. 2. I do think he's necessary for this kind of deck, and I'll show you why in a bit. But yeah, if you wanted to buy these cards yourself, using my deck builder, I'll have a link to it in the description below. You can click the shopping cart link. It'll take you to TCG Player through my affiliate link. So if you guys are going to buy these cards anyway and you wanted to support me, that's an easy way to do it. And also there's like a TCG Player mass entry button. This copies the entire deck list to your clipboard. Click this button. It takes you to TCG Player's mass entry thing. Just Control V. It'll paste the entire deck. You can add the entire deck to your cart. Made it really easy for you. You don't have to click these one by one. So yeah, I'll just show you the curve real quick and why I think it's nice. So if you're going first, the traditional Purple Luffy way, it's 1 Dawn turn. You could play like a Sugar out if you have it. And the reason I run Sugar, I'll show you in a bit too. It like curves with the rest of your cards really nice. So it goes to your 3 Dawn turn. Here you use your leader ability. So you'll take a life and then ramp to 4. And then you could activate your Sugar. So tap a Dawn, let you search for a Donquixote Pirates type card. 3 Dawn, you play out a Zordra. And then you can swing for 5 or something. And then it goes to your next turn. So 6. Here you can use your leader ability again. So this will ramp you to 7. And then if you wanted to play your Doflamingo this turn, you could just swing with Zordro without attaching any Dawn to him. Since you're at 3 life, you'll ramp a Dawn. You're at 8, so you can play Doflamingo and then minus a Dawn to cheat out a 5-drop. So you can play this Rosinante. And then you can discard an event card, so you can discard Gum Giant and draw 2 cards. So yeah, on your 3rd turn, you'll have an 8-drop and then a 5 cost. And a lot of decks are teching around killing a 7-drop at this point. So being an 8-drop gives Doflamingo a little bit more evasion than Luffy Taro does. At the end of your turn with Rosinante, you untap 2 Dawn. And when your opponent attacks you, this Doflamingo ramps you a Dawn. So you're at 8, going to 10 next turn. You can play your 9 Mom or your 9 Luffy this way. And even have a Dawn up for your Gum Giant and stuff. So that's my going first curve for Purple Luffy. And if you're going second, it works just as well, right? Even in some cases, you do want to go second, like against Shanks or something. So I'll show you. So 2 Dawn. Again, you could play Pudding and Search. And then it goes to your, it probably dies by this point, so bye-bye Pudding. I'll put you in my hand. Okay, and then we'll go 4 Dawn. Here's where you ramp. So leader ability, ramp to 5. You could play like Mr. 2, ramp to 6. Then you just swing 7 at leader or something, right? Dawn leader, swing. And then next turn you go to 8. So yeah, at this point, if you leader ability again, you go to 9. You could either, if you want it, still play Doflamingo into Rosinante. Like if it's against a removal deck, you'll want to go for this play because they can kill one thing max. But if it's against any other deck, you could just play out like your Luffy at this point on your 3rd turn. Having a 10k rush attacker at this point is really threatening. So this will bop your opponent in the face or something. So that's what I like about the flexibility of this deck, right? On going first, the biggest thing you can play is an 8-drop. Going second, the biggest thing you can play is a 9-drop. Especially against Shanks. If you drop this 9-cost Luffy on your 3rd turn against Shanks, it's usually like a free game for you. And against most other decks, dropping a 9-Mom puts whatever they just played into life at this point, right? Because your opponent would have been at, what, 5 Dawn, right? 5 Dawn, and then you just hit 9. So whatever they just played, you can put into the life. So yeah, that's the curve, the secret sauce. So I guess you just gonna have to see the gameplay to see it in action. And if you don't believe me, I do have a match history app now. You can just look up my games. Here is every Doflamingo Purple Luffy game I played. See, I win going first or second, right? Going second is no big deal for me. 11 out of the last 15 matches I played with this deck, I won, so 73% win rate. And if you want to look up your own match history, just go to cardkaizoku.com/match history. You can even see like your starting hands in each of these games too. So that is a feature if you would like to use it. All right, we have Purple Luffy versus Green Purple Luffy. Okay, we have Mr. 2 and we have 8-drop Doflamingo into Rosinante. So I think this is good, right? He can't really handle those characters. I think we just have to race him, kinda. He plays a Nami. See if he finds a Sanji Put. He finds a Zorojuro. Searcher Zorojuro. Well, we got nothing to do. So I dropped Mr. 2. Zorojuro in our hand ends up just being counter in this case. Finds a Sanji inputting. Okay, they have that ready for next turn on their 5-down turn. Let's see. He plays the stage. I don't have a 9-cost mom, so doesn't really benefit him against me right now. It's 6 at us. We'll take that. Get a 2k, so we'll ramp to 5. Mr. 2 to 6. Then we swing 7 at lead, and we go to 8 next turn for Doflamingo. Right on time. But yeah, we had to take that 6 just due to the fact that we don't have any counter. But now that we have that 2k in hand, it's gonna be a little nice. Okay, so it finds a Rush Luffy, the secret Luffy for finishing power. So we shouldn't get too low because that's always a threat against us. Yeah, luckily we have cards to draw with the events, and then we can always pick it back up with the senior pink. Okay, so putting out, he's gonna have a 3-don. Could be like 9 lead or 5-6. 5-6 I have the counter for. 9 I might have to take. Okay, 6 we'll counter 2. Or you could play like a Chopper or Frankie. Okay, 5-6 we can counter out of that. But that's all the counter we're gonna have unless I draw one right now. Please draw a counter. Okay, I get 1k. Hopefully this Rosinante draw is gonna get us some stuff. I think I'll save my Mr. 2 until he can attack into a character or something. So we'll just swing 5 at Nami. I'm not gonna ramp anymore because I don't want to die. So we'll Doflamingo into Rosinante, discard the Noro Beam, and we get no counter out of that. Let's pass. Okay, this is gonna not be good. But we do get Dawn for Gungam Giant if we need it. So let's see. Doflamingo gets us to 8. And if I Gungam Giant, I stay at 8. I don't want that. I want to get to 9. So I might just take 1 life if I can manage to only take 1, but he does have a Sanji inputting out, and then leader's gonna attack for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go down to 2. I'm not gonna Gungam Giant, which sucks. Best bet is he throws 2 7s and I get a 2k from life, so I can counter 3. If I go to 1, I'm probably gonna die to the secret Luffy for sure. Play Zorojuro, okay. And then leader ability will give him 5-don to work with. Picks up a Going Merry. Okay, that's not gonna do much. So he uses it on the Sanji inputting, and he plays the second one onto the Zoro. Okay, so that's 4-don left over. 4-don. He could do 7-9. That would be bad. I would have to take both. I might have to Gungam Giant in that case, which sucks. But okay, he put down on leader, and then he's gonna leader ability right now. Okay, he leader abilities, gets 2 back, and then ramps 1. So yeah, 7-9. Unless he plays something. You could do 5-7-7. Oh, okay, he is. So we'll Doflamingo ramp, we'll counter 1. But I think we're still gonna have to take 2 life here. Here's a 7, we'll take it. Ooh, Noro Beam. Ramps us a Dawn. That's good, right? Yeah, and then I can Gum Giant. No, he didn't attack with the Sanji inputting. I guess he didn't have a way to defend it with any Dawn up. So that makes sense. But it does buy us some breathing room. We'll do 5 at the Nami. Right, because I can swing 9 over it. I'm guessing they don't have too much counter in hand to save their Sanji inputting. 6 at lead. Damn, I'm so bricked up with this deck. But yeah, luckily he's being more cautious than aggro. So let's swing 8 with the Mr. 2 here, copying the Sanji inputting. He took that. He takes that. And then Doflamingo 9 he takes. We'll play this Luffy here. Swing 9 with Luffy, 10 with Luffy. Takes that 2, going to 0. Okay. We'll untap 2 Dawn. Yeah, it's nice being able to use all your Dawn just because Rosinante gives us active Dawn back. Secret Luffy would be pretty bad here, right? That's a bunch of 7s I'm going to have to take. Hopefully 2 Gungam Giants is enough to survive. And he's at 0 life, so Secret Luffy is like no downside at all to play him. But he did take a lot of 8Ks and stuff, so maybe he's pretty bricked up, right? Which is why he didn't want to risk losing the Sanji and Pudding. Okay, he Taros into another Sanji and Pudding. Into a Sanji blocker. Then you can leader ability 3 Dawn for a second Sanji blocker. Okay, yeah, he did do that. Huh. Wouldn't that be something he would have done earlier? Because those 5Ks on the Namis didn't really do much. Okay, so yeah, Mr. 2 dies, I go back to 10 Dawn. 6 at our Rosinante. We're gonna have to Gungam Giant and reveal that we have nothing. Let's discard Luffy. And I get 1k counter in the end. Oh my god. If this guy had decided to go aggro instead, I think I'd be dead. 7 at Rosinante. I guess we'll Gungam Giant again. Just to have like card options for our next turn. Discard Dofla. Okay, we get 2k and another Gungam Giant. And I can play Senior Pink to get another one back. I could try to go for game. He doesn't have any active Dawn. Okay, Would Noro Beam be better? Because I could rest a blocker. We'll see. If he uses up his Sanji blockers on my Luffy and Doflamingo, then I don't take back Noro. Let's throw 10? 10 first. See if he blocks. He does block. Okay, how about another 10? You block this one too? He does block. Okay, there's a temptation to do 13 at 6. But he does have a big hand. He might be baiting me. Right, because if this doesn't finish, then he kills me. So I will not fall for the bait. I'm protected enough to survive. He countered 2. Okay, he does have a bunch of counter in hand. I think he's trying to bait me. Play Senior Pink. Take back the... Noro would still be good, right? We'll take that. We'll get 1 active Dawn back, and then we can use all our Dawn up because Rosinante will untap Dawn for us. So we do 8 here? Let's do 6. So I have Dawn for Noro and then a Gungam Giant as well. And potentially another Gungam Giant if I happen to draw into it. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's in his hand. If it is a bunch of 2Ks, then I think I avoided outplaying myself. Right, I think I would have completely lost if I did that. So 8 at 5, that's a perfect time to Gum Giant. Or no, if we Noro Beam first, that's better. So let's do that. Right, just removes an attack out of the way. Because if I Gum Giant, then I have to take the 7 from the Sanji and Pudding, right? Then we'll counter 2 on top of that. Okay, Zoro, we just counter 2 1Ks. Then the Rush Luffy's, we Gum Giant that. So he plays it for 6. Yeah, he did play it. And then leader ability gives him 3 Dawn. You could do 788 or 699. Okay, 7. We'll Gum Giant that. Okay, we get 3k. Okay, we're golden, I think. Right, yeah, I have 2 life, so he can't finish. And if he goes for my characters, I can counter. Sorry. Oh, if he plays a blocker, that might be tricky. And leaves Dawn up for Gungam Giants. There's no way he doesn't have Gungam Giant, right? I went through like 3 of mine. Is that just how these Purple Luffy mirrors go? 7 at 6? Okay, he gave up when trying to go for game. 3 Dawn up. 3 Gungam Giants? Do 10 at face. Yeah, it's probably 3 Gungam Giants. Okay, there's number 1. Let's see how many he draws into. If I don't win this turn, I die. So let's think about these attacks. Oh, he just concedes. Yeah, he was really bricked up. Luna, Zoro, Luffy Taro, and then another Rush Luffy. So yeah, if he Gungam Giants again, he would draw like what, 4k counter max. I think there was a foregone conclusion. Alright, we have Dofala Luffy versus Blackable Luffy. There's a lot of Luffy leaders in meta right now. Okay, so I have Zoro. I'm going first though. Play this Sugar. So next turn I can Zoro and Sugar. That's kind of why I like running Sugar. She seems to fit the curve pretty nicely. Let's play that lead. They take, we will search into Senior Pink, I guess. Or another Sugar, Senior Pink. Then we'll just ramp and play Zoro Juro. Pass, so we go to 6, ramp to 7, and then Zoro brings us to 8. So we can play the Doflamingo into Rosinante. Discard the Gungam Giant and then Senior Pink to draw it back on a future turn. I'm liking it. I'm liking the synergy. 5 at Sugar. Okay, yeah, so I get to draw with her and she ended up being like 1k counter in the end too, so that's great. Oh no, Sudo into Brook. Dang it. Okay, so I can't Doflamingo next turn. That sucks. Ramp to 7. I should be at 8 right now. I guess we'll do 7 at late and we'll just play the Rosinante still. Roshinante and discard an event. We'll untap 2 Don. Okay, I have 9 cost Luffy. That might be better because I go to 7, 9 next turn, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I do. I know how to count. Okay, plays the Sanji to pop my Rosinante. That is fine. 6 at us will counter 2. Let's see you deal with the 9 cost, which maybe he can. I hope he can't, but 5 at face. Or let's Doflamingo into the Senior Pink first, and then get the Gungam Giant, and then we'll do a 7 at face. Right? I don't want to blow my load with the 9 cost, and then he kills it, and then I don't have anything on board. This way, he can't kill 2 things, right? He'll kill 1 thing max. So I'll either keep the Senior Pink with the Doflamingo on board. I think that is better. And then once he uses all his removal on my like 5 drops and stuff, I'll play the Luffy, and then he can't deal with it. Because yeah, he is at like 9 Dawn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? So that's like Hina plus 5 Dawn he could use. Which is probably nothing that can kill me, to be honest. Unless he runs like Finger Pistol. Yeah, Finger Pistol would kill Luffy. Okay, there's a Hina. Onto Senior Pink. Okay, Brook kills that. Let's see. And then I'll ramp with Doflamingo. Counter 1. Okay, brand new. I cannot Gungam Giant if I want to play Luffy next turn. But yeah, I got to keep my Doflamingo. If I have Doflamingo and Luffy, I'm pretty sure he still only kills 1 thing a turn. 6 at our face. We'll counter 2 just to be a little healthy. Sanji 7 will take that one. Another Doflamingo into Senior Pink. Well, I don't have an event in my trash. So it's looking like a Luffy turn. Do 5 at Brook. Honestly, he could counter. Would make sense. Should I just Doflamingo into Senior Pink? That would be 2 bodies at least. Do 9 at Sanji. No, I really want to save the Senior Pink after I use my Gungam Giant. So we'll do the Luffy. Maybe we draw into something nice. Okay, Gungam Giant. It takes the 10. Okay. I take the 10 to work. That was a California reference. Okay, they played Jack. That kills nothing on my board because he doesn't have any cost reduction, but it does make his leader a 6k base. But that's not enough to threaten any of my characters on board. Okay, 5 with the Hina, we'll ramp a Dawn, and then we'll just counter 1, 2. I only have a 2. Leader 7, I'll Gungam Giant. We'll Gungam this Giant. Discard Dofla. Counter 4, I get another Gungam Giant. Oh my goodness. Brand new U2, come on, we'll counter 1. You're my homie, but you attacked me. It's over between us. We'll do 10 at face. Okay, how about 10 at face? And if this goes through, you're gonna eat 14 at face. Okay, it didn't go through. We'll play Senor Pink. Get back a Gungam Giant. And then 8 at face seems good. 9 probably would have been okay too. Okay, he took that anyway. Yeah, I really wish I had that Rosinante still on board just to allow me to use all my Dawn because I always get 2 back. Okay, plays the stage. He didn't play any Straw Hat so far, right? Besides the Sanji. Sengoku. Okay, I'm guessing he runs a Robin too, but yeah, I don't know how he gets out of this. He does have a Sengoku blocker out. Hina also out to cost reduce. Okay, they can jack my Senior Pink. And swing 7 at my face. What's it leave Dawn up for? Is there like a black radical beam? Bladical beam? Well, he can't threaten my characters from attacking. Through attacking. So it would just be stuff at my face. Oh, he gave up. Oh, he runs Sabo. Interesting. Maybe if he got those Kuzans out earlier, that would have helped him, but yeah, I guess I just got too big too fast. That's what she said. Okay, Dofala Luffy versus Red Green Oden. So he's gonna rush me down like crazy. I gotta be defensive. So we are going first. We can still hit 8 with Doflamingo, and I don't think he has a way to kill our Zoro. Right, so it's guaranteed. I hope. They could like Izo early on to tap my Zoro. Okay, plays Momonosuke. We'll pass. What does he do on 3? Maybe just search? 2 searches? Oh, I wish I had a 5-drop Dofla Donquixote Pirates to play out. Okay, he finds a Momonosuke, he plays it out. I still don't know what's coming out on his 5 Don turn. Okay, he already, yeah, something is coming out. For sure. 5 in my face, you have to use a 2k for this? Dang, yeah. Okay, I still don't have a 5-drop. Okay, I still don't have a 5-drop. I have 3 8-cost Doflas. So we'll play Sugar. Okay, Senior Pink is good enough. Then we'll play Zorodoro. Pass. So I ramp to 8, hope to get a Doflamingo by then. Rosinante by then. But if I don't, then Senior Pink, you're my guy. Okay, the Momonosuke Search. That's something I can attack with Zorodoro without having to put any Dawn on him. Kyordi. Okay, what 5-drop you gonna play? Denjiro? Okay, that's not bad. 5 at Sugar. Okay, she's dead. 9 Mom? We'll ramp. I guess we'll Zorodoro. So I can 9 Mom the Denjiro. That's better, right? Until I find a Rosinante. So 5 at face. He took it. 9 Mother. We'll discard one of the plentiful Doflamingos we have. Put this Denjiro back in life with no counter. One of the best kinds of cards to put into life. Yeah, it's like no counter or 1k are the best. The cards with blocker or 2k counter, those are the worst. Or triggers too, you know. Denjiro A-OK. Useless card in the end. Plays a Yamato out. So it's 7-8 at us, right? Zorodoro, 8 at our face. We'll take that. 7 we can defend. Oh, he didn't attack with it. Huh. Wants to keep it safe, or we're just gonna put it into life. Okay, so 6k base. We can afford to not have Dawn up for Gungam Giant, I think. Take the 6. Okay. 9. Take the 9. Okay. Mom. Discard another Doflamingo. Put Yamato on life. Then we could ramp for fun. Nah, no point. We're gonna hit 10 anyway. So 2 non-counters in life. That's good. Okay, plays an Izo. That's to put Rusted Dawn onto leader. So 7. That's it. Probably needs Dawn up for like Radical Beam at this point. Okay, he does like 11 at Mom. I can counter 4. Yeah, 9 Mom hits everything in his deck, huh? So this might be a bad matchup for him. If I draw my Moms. It's Mother's Day. Okay, so we could just poop out a body. We won't draw us anything, but we're just gonna poop out the Senior Pink, return a Dawn and just untap a Dawn. And I can ramp back with Zorodoro, so we'll do 6 with them. Oh, right, I'm at 4 life now, so I don't ramp. Whoops, oops, oops, oops. I was hoping to have a Dawn up for Gungam Giant. Dang, frickin'. I should have attacked before healing. Yeah, I barely used 3-cost Zorodoro. I keep forgetting I have to be at 3 life to utilize it. Counters 1. Okay, I guess we're not gonna die, right? So we just throw 6 at leader. Right, is that way he hits us 5 times before our next turn. Our Linlins might die, potentially. Because I do only have a single 2k. Okay, he counters 2, here's 9. Yeah, he's probably gonna play Hody or something anyway. Make myself feel better. Took the 9, okay. Linlin 9. Took that, okay. We'll ramp, just in case. Just in case we need a Gungam Giant. And I did get another 9 Mom, so that's good. I could put another non-counter card in his life. Hiyori into Denjiro? Izo? Okay, the 2k counter Yamato. That gives him Dawn on leader. That's a 2k out of hand. Okay, Denjiro hard casted. 7 my face. I guess we ramp and then we can afford to Gungam Giant. Because we're just going to go back to 10 next turn anyway. Discard the Mom, get counter. We can Senior Pink it back. Gungam Giant, that is. He has Izo as a swing. Which I have counter for. Do I care about being at 3? 7 at my face. We'll take it. Noro. So I think we should try to go for game here. 10 at face. It's a Radical Beam plus a 1k. Or 2k, 1k. And then we'll just leave Dawn up for Noro if we need to. if things don't go our way. So there's a 2. 2-2-1. Yeah, 2-2-1. I was gonna say like 2-1-1-1 would be a lot better for us. There's another 10. Rad Beam 1k. Okay, use Ezo to -2. And then another 3k from your hand. Yep. Another 9. I mean 10. Then we could do a 10 from Senior Pink if we want to Noro. That gives us 1 down on leader to do 6. He took it. Throw 6 with the Senior Pink just to burn a 2k out of his hand. Or 1k. Actually, yeah, all the 1-0 cards get 1k counter, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll do 10 with the Luffy. If he has Red Beam and a 1k, it's... Okay, yeah. We don't have game. Because if I go Zoro 6, he probably has a 1k. If it's any 1-0 card. So we'll just pass. So if he plays a rush card, we can Noro, tap. Defend 1, tap 1. He'll still have 3 other attacks. I have 4k counter for that, so... I don't know, we're not out of it just yet. Depending on what rush card he plays. If it's that 6 cost Yamato, he'll have 4 down left over. We might be dead here. If I get no counter from my life. Right, because the 7 is a Noro plus a 2k, so I'll only be left with a 2k left. Okay, so 2 down on leader makes it an 8k. 8k I can stop, Noro and a 2k. Okay, that's a weird choice. Why not 9? If you're expecting a Gungam Giant. So we'll Noro. Well, Slow Beam is the English card name. We'll tap Denjiro before I can give him active Dawn back. And counter 2. Yeah, he's probably planning to use the Denjiro to give him more Dawn to kill me with. But we got that out of the way. So, yep. Oh, he had Roger. Okay. Not a Yamato or anything. Yeah, I think it could end up bad for us if we like brick and he finds his perfect curve, but luckily we managed to get 2 9-moms that saved us quite thoroughly there. Okay, we have Purple Luffy versus Vegapunk. It's probably going to be a long game. They always are. He's freaking too immortal, but not immortal, but really hard to kill now, right? I feel like he just stalls out games. And against certain decks, you can like, yeah, win out after stalling, but against Purple Luffy, I think you don't ever out stall him because of Gungam Giant. So he does have a Egghead Luffy out. We'll ramp Mr. 2 and then 6 at lead. The next turn we could Doflamingo into Rosinante. Yeah, the thing with 9-mom is whatever I put in his life, he can just trigger out. Because they're cards that he wants to put in life anyway, so that's a little bit annoying. I just have to put the ones that don't really do anything to me. So like after my Mr. 2 dies, I can put the Luffy into life, but it's probably going to pop it this turn. 6 in my face, we'll counter 2. Okay, pops my Mr. 2 with their Luffy, draws a card. You can play like Lilith and then leader ability, yeah. See, now I know what his deck does because I did a deck breakdown for him. I'm a Vegapunk player now, guys. Don't worry, I know what he does. Makes it easier to play against him too. So it does cheat out a Shaka. We'll ramp to 8. Let's throw a 5. It's a free block. He should just block. Unless he thinks I want to play like... No, I have nothing I can play at 8. Not yet, anyway. So yeah, we'll just Doflamingo into Rosinante, discard event, and draw 2. Get 2 down back. So yeah, all I have to do is survive his Swarm. Which the 9-moms will definitely help with. But yeah, like the Lilith and Shaka, if I put those in life, they just come back out for free. That's the annoying part. 5 at our face. So I have to set it up in a way where like when I go for my lethal swings, those triggers won't help him. Right, so Lilith is maybe fine. They'll get like a 2k, maybe, but then Shaka is gonna stop my lethal. So I have to kill that guy. Okay, Shaka 6, I guess. We'll take that. That's all the attacks we have to worry about, unless he plays like a Rush Ace. Vegapunk Blocker, the new one. So I only have 2 characters out. He does have to discard a card. Finds a Lilith, which draws him another card. Okay, they run the Event Searcher. I don't like it, but some people do. They pick up another Vegapunk. That's annoying. Yeah, this is where the stall happens. And if he plays the Ivory Quasar help, yeah, the Tusk get the Quasar. That's going to be really annoying when I'm trying to go for game. So let's play 9-mom. Let's put Vegapunk in life? Because he just draws a card, right? As a trigger. Put him on top too. Then we'll do 5 at Lilith. Then we'll kill the Shaka here as well. Okay, so that died. Maybe I should have put Vegapunk on the bottom. Because if he triggers Ivory Quasar help, that would just bring back, well, I guess, Shaka at this point. Do 9 at face, he gets the Vegapunk back. Untap Tudon. Maybe that was a mistake. But yeah, I have 3 characters out. He just has a Lilith. Well, basically, I just have to survive until he goes through all of his Ivory Quasar helps and his blocker Vegapunks, and then I'm good. So 7 at our face, we'll take that. Okay, yeah, there he comes, back out. So I'm still at 1 Vegapunk, because this is the same one that I just put into life. Atlas. And cheats out another blocker Vegapunk. Okay, if I kill these 2, he'll have 2 more. And then 3 more Ivory Quasar helps. He's got a Shaka out too, eh? Do 6 at Lilith. Yeah, with this Rosinante out, I can afford to use all my Dawn for the turn. Okay, we'll let you Rayquaza here. He'll just block with the Vegapunk, and then he'll trigger it later. Counters 2. Okay, here's 9. He block with Vegapunky. Okay, and then we'll do 9 at face. Let's not let him trigger it then. We'll just 9 Mom. Discard Luffy. Put Atlas in life instead. At the bottom, 1k is probably gonna help. Maybe, I hope. 9 at face, I think he'll trigger the Rayquaza. Okay, so he tossed get the Quasars back into the Vegapunk. Into Lilith. I hope it doesn't find another one from. Okay, he did find another one. That's annoying. But I'm in no danger of dying. For now, I need a Gungam Giant, so I'm gonna have to senior pick next turn just to get it back. This is gonna be a long game, guys. Okay, plays a Daresh. Finds a Frankie, and then that's the event, right? Plays the event searcher. Okay, gets a 3rd Vegapunk. That's fine, that's fine. He's not gonna play it. He doesn't have the board space. Okay, 5 Lilith. We'll ramp a Dawn. I guess we'll just counter. You know, you need to commit more than just a 5. Come on. 6 at our face. Counter 2. I can Usopp to kill a Vegapunk. He's probably going to put a Rayquaza help into life. A Nami. Okay, that pops on Rosinante. I can't be as greedy anymore. And leader ability for Rayquaza. Yep. Okay, we just kill board here. So 9 at 6. Dies. Okay, 9 at 5. Dies. I guess we could Sugar into Sugar. And then we'll play Senor. Senor Pinky. Take back a Gungam Giant. Might as well get him to try to use up his trigger. So 8 at face. He blocks. 9 at face. Does he re-trigger the Vegapunk back out? Do it, do it, do it. Yep, okay, so that's 2 Rayquazars out of the way. 1 more blocker, and then 2 more Rayquazars that I have to deal with. Then he's open. Okay, picks up an Edison. That's a 2k. Yeah, these 9 moms are saving my ass. I have 2 more life than I should have right now. It's a shame in OP11 we cut the 9 moms just because the best deck in format doesn't run anything 6 or less. But if that leader were to ever get banned, 9 mom's gonna make its way back into this deck for sure, for sure. 5 at us. Counter 2. I think Purple Luffy still runs it against every other matchup, right? Especially with the ACOS Katakuri, you can untap. Okay, 7 at our face. We'll Gungam Giant that. Let's get rid of the Sugar here. Okay, another Senior Pink. We're gonna be able to Gungam Giant for a couple more turns. But we're gonna run out of cards in hand eventually too, so it's a race now. Yeah, I'm tripping. They still run 9 Mom in OP11. Editor, cut that entire part out. Okay, Pythagoras. Pythagoras cannot play out Vegapunk at the very least. It's only Lilith, right? It puts a Pythagoras into life. So he's out of Rayquazars, I think. We'll search with Sugar. Another Roshinanti. Or another Sugar. Take another Sugar. Okay, let's just kill stuff on board. 9 at 5. Die. Okay. 9 at 5. Die. Okay. Let's try to get him to 1 life. Took. Out comes Pathag. 9 at life. Take. Another trigger for you. No, no, no. 9 at life. Do you trigger out the Atlas? He blocks. Okay, we'll pass. I mean, we got 5k counter. What can he do? Do I ever want to kill the Pythagoras? Because it just cheats out another body, right? I think I want to ignore those at this point. It's too late to try to control that board. Okay, so 7 Pathag. We will ramp. Oh, I'm already at 10. Oops. Oops, I denied myself a Dawn for no reason. Take the 7. Hopefully this Pythagoras is not anything bigger than the 7, or else I will regret not countering the 7. Oops, it's a 9. Oh, we'll take it. Yeah, okay, Gungam Giant. Frick, man, he outplayed me. I should have countered the 7. Okay, another Vegapunk into Shaka. This is the 3rd Vegapunk or 4th? I forgot. I think 3rd. And he Rayquazars into life, if he got it. Okay, Luffy. That trigger's not gonna do anything to me. So we'll sugar into, let's take a 2k. This will be a little healthy. We're going to play out a senior pink to replace the sugar. But let's see how many cards we can get out of the way. So I ignore Pythagoras. 7 out. Face. If he pops my sugar, that's fine. Counters 3. Okay, we'll play senior pink. And then we'll get back a Gum Giant. So I leave 2 down up, so I'll do 7 with leader. He's at 3 cards in hand, and my hand's like gigantic now. What the heck? When that happened? Counters 3. Okay, so we don't have game, but we're gonna get as many resources out of the way as we can. Okay, blocks this one. How about another 9? Took that one. Okay, how about another 9? He might have to take this and try to go for game with the Atlas. He does. Okay. I think we're Gucci though. Right, 2 giants, and I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8k counter. So I have like 12k counter in total, plus whatever I draw from the Gungam Giants. Yeah, I think we got this. Imagine if yellow had like a Hody effect though, that'd be scary. Okay, Atlas 7k. I think we just counter this out of hand. Right. Oh, let's Gungam Giant. Get us more counter. Another Gungam Giant. And we got no counter from that. Okay, so I think I should have just countered out of hand. What can he make? 9, 9, 9? I think I survived that. But I think I should have countered out of hand the 7. Okay, another 7. We'll counter this one out of hand. Not gonna make that mistake again. Huh. I guess he'll go for like 10, 10. I don't want him to play another blocker, so if I take a 10, he'll be incentivized to go all in, right? He also hasn't leader ability yet. 10 at my face. Yeah, we'll just take it. Hopefully that entices him to go 10 with Shaka instead of Rayquaza. Okay, he does go 10. Gum Giant. And then, oh, he concedes. Oh, he didn't have another Rayquaza. He had a 8 cost kid and 2 Luffys. Okay. Yeah, you just have to play a really long game against this guy. Bye.
Card D Kaizoku.